Now available on Tata Sky channel number 526.
It's time now for a Magic Bricks Now special, our brand new series, Looking Beyond Metros. After the finance minister announced an additional tax exemption on home loans for first-time home buyers who buy homes costing under 50 lakh rupees, we at Magic Bricks Now decided to get you a lowdown on the locations that offer homes in that sub 50 lakh rupee budget in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. Today, we'll talk about a sought-after location in Uttar Pradesh, Kanpur. Let's now take it across to my colleague Suyesha Sawant, who will help us break down the Kanpur market for us. Suyesha, all yours.
Kanpur is the business capital of UP. It is the hub for leather industries and has some leading educational institutes here. The average per square foot rate in Kanpur is anywhere between 3,000 to 4,500 rupees per square foot. The trend for apartments is slowly picking up, and the average ticket size for homes is mostly between 40 to 50 lakh rupees. The prime locations in Kanpur, which are anywhere between 4,500 to 5,000 rupees per square foot, include areas like Swaroop Nagar, Tilak Nagar, Naveen Market, Azad Nagar. If you move towards the peripheral areas, they range from anywhere between 2,500 to 3,500 rupees per square foot, and they include areas like Jawaharpuram, Panki, Kalyanpur and Yashoda Nagar also. The government is trying to make the city clean. They are trying to push for several infrastructure projects and drive up the infrastructure growth in the city. These include several projects like the proposed Kanpur Airport project, Information Technology Investment Region, the proposed metro rail, the construction of flyovers and overbridge on River Ganges, and most importantly, the Kanpur Development Authority is pushing to develop 10,000 acres of housing by 2021.
Thank you, Suyesha, for all the details in that report. Let's now get an expert perspective on the Kanpur market. We have Arvind Nandan from Colliers. Arvind, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us here in the Property News. If I am a first-time home buyer and I have 50 lakh rupees to buy a home, tell us, how would you review the Kanpur market for me?
Look, Kanpur is a very viable market, particularly if you want to speak of 40 to 50 or 30 to 50 lakh bracket houses. One has to remember, Kanpur is a historic place. It's, so to speak, the business capital of Uttar Pradesh. It's a very old industrial hub where leather industry had flourished at one point in time. In fact, they even used to call it Manchester of India long back. Also, it is a place where there is a lot of institutional and educational activity. IIT is there, there is HBTI, there are quite a few other institutions. So put everything together, it's one of those economic hubs in the northern part of India. As a real estate market, it is something which has one very great advantage, that it has the capacity to expand in all possible directions. So if you just take the outer precincts of Kanpur, you can go southeast where there is Jawaharpuram. You can go to the west where Panki is developing very well and is very much in the picture. Go slightly north, you have quite a few other markets as well. So it is one of those places where there is a lot of real estate activity, particularly if you are looking at 30 to 50 lakh bracket houses. Then you have quite a few options. So I'm quite positive that it is one of those markets which has a great potential for the future.
All right, Arvind, very clear that you are being positive about the Kanpur market. But let's get into specifics. Then tell us, what are the areas you would recommend and how much appreciation do you see over the next, say, 3 to 5 years?
So if you look at the outer precincts of Kanpur, let's say I take Jawaharpuram or Panki or any other, they are usually priced in the range of about 3,000, 3,200 rupees up to 3,500 rupees a square foot. Go to the interiors of Kanpur, they are touching about 4,500 to 5,000 rupees a square foot. So it's very natural that as these markets mature, as the demand starts to materialize in these places, they will also move up. I would imagine, although one has to back it with a lot of analytical work, that in the coming 3 to 4 years or maybe up to 5 years, these markets should actually fetch you a return of about 30 to 35% very easily, provided the demand doesn't crash for some major macroeconomic reason.
All right, Arvind, one last thing before we let you go. Tell us, what are the risks as far as the Kanpur market is concerned for an investor?
Well, like any other Tier 3 or Tier 2 market, there are usual risks that if at all the general economic activity does not pick up or unfortunately starts to slide or go down, then the first first of the targets where investment actually stops is these smaller cities, because then people choose to stick to the tried and tested cities of Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, etc. So the first risk is the macroeconomic risk. Then you have to also look at the business risk. Since these markets are fairly price sensitive markets, like we said, 3 to 4,000 rupees a square foot market, the moment you construct something which is very heavy on capital cost, or which is over and above what is needed in the market, and you slightly outprice yourself, then you have a huge risk. So I would say there is an economic risk, there is a business risk. The suppliers or the creators or the players in real estate have to be extremely sensitive. So I believe the risk is of these two types. One has to be careful in terms of creating the right product and pricing it right.
Arvind Nandan of Colliers, thank you so much for taking time out to be this here on the Property News on Magic Bricks Now.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at Magic Bricks Now. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.